Too easy. Go, go, go. Move out. Weapons free. Weapons free. Good luck. Go, go, go. Okie dokie. Move out. Okie dokie. Hoo-ah. Attack. He's free. Okie dokie. See ya on the other. Too easy. Move out. Move out. Hooah! Too easy. Hooah! Too easy. Hooah! Go, go, go. on the other side. Hoo-ah! Too easy. Good luck. Too easy. Attack. Move out. See you on the other side. Move out. weapons free. Good luck.
Pizza was considered very poisonous to eat for centuries because it had a flaw that made people get sick. Until a queen solved the problem by accident. Pizza early on was loaded with tomatoes, which was a very big issue because wealthy nobles believed that tomatoes were poisonous, because at the time, they were using pewter plates which caused the lead contained in them to seep into the tomatoes. So they spread the rumors that tomatoes were poisonous for many generations, and the only people eating pizza back then were the low-class peasants. The bakers even tried everything to fix it by changing toppings, wheat, and other materials, but people still refused to eat it. Until 1899, when Queen Margherita of Italy grew tired of royal food and decided to visit Naples to see what the common folk ate. A baker served her freshly baked pizza topped with tomatoes. Eat it. Until 1899, when Queen Margherita of Italy grew tired of royal food and decided to visit Naples to see what the common folk ate. A baker served her freshly baked pizza topped with tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil. She liked the pizza so much that it got named Pizza Margherita in her honor. And that sparked the enormous spread of pizza across the world. Pizza was considered very poisonous.
What is the spiciest fast food item? Starting off with Dunkin's pumpkin spice latte, which has the word spice in it, but it's not spicy at all. I feel misled. At Popeyes, they actually sell a jalapeno, which is interesting, and when dipped in their sweet heat sauce, should have been extremely hot, but it wasn't, and actually tasted pretty good. Speaking of jalapenos, though, Arby's and Burger King both had jalapeno poppers, which I got and dipped into their respective hot sauces, and both of them were a little bit of a letdown, having effectively zero true spice to them. The spiciest items at Wendy's was apparently their spicy nuggets dipped into ghost pepper ranch sauce, and this didn't really do too much for me, but it was definitely tasty. KFC has spicy wings now, which, when paired with their hot sauce, make for their spiciest item. And while the spicy wings themselves weren't hot at all, they do have a pretty decent kick to their hot sauce. McDonald's was a bit of a letdown with their spicy McCrispy sandwich with spicy pepper sauce, not even registering a little heat. But definitely the spiciest fast food item from any spot isn't actually a food item, but rather a sauce in the Diablo sauce at Taco Bell, which, after trying it on a taco and by itself, I can confirm that it definitely has a little kick to it. Not much.
जब हम ईमानदारी से काम करते हैं और मात्र मेरे ईमानदारी से काम करने की वजह से कस्टमर खुश होते हैं तो उनकी खुशी को देखकर गर्वान्वित महसूस होता है। मेरे गांव के बगल में ही एक जगह पड़ता है, सुपौल में ही गजना चौक। वहीं से हमको एक कॉल आया कि भैया मेरा गीजर ऑन नहीं हो रहा है, पानी गर्म नहीं कर पा रहा है, आकर के थोड़ा चेक कर लीजिए। जब वहां हम पहुंचे तो हमको पता चला कि 2 दिन पहले ही कोई मैकेनिक इनको चेक गया और कहा कि इनमें लगभग 2200 का खर्चा आएगा, ये चीज चेंज करना पड़ेगा। मात्र 2 साल पुराना ये रिकॉर्ड का गीजर है। बिल नहीं मिलने की वजह से कस्टमर कंपनी में कांटेक्ट नहीं किए, क्योंकि कंपनी वाला जब आता तो बिल मांगता और बिल नहीं मिलता तो फिर पैसा लेता वो भी। इसीलिए कस्टमर ने सोचा कि लोकल में ही किसी को बुला करके जो है इसको ठीक करवा लेते हैं। अब जब चीज खराब हुआ है तो ठीक तो कराना है, ये है तो कस्टमर का मन था, उस आदमी को बोला कि हम ठीक कराएंगे, थोड़ा सा हमको समय दीजिए। कस्टमर के ही कोई सगे संबंधी या जान पहचान के होंगे जिन्होंने मेरा रेफरेंस दिया और मेरा नंबर दिया, तो वो हमको कॉल करके बुलाए। जब हम गए वहां तो खोल करके देखे तो गीजर का एक वायर जो है निकला हुआ था। अब हो सकता है वो वायर जो पिछले वाले मैकेनिक ने निकाला होगा। उस वायर को लगाने के बाद जब हम लाइन देकर के चालू किया तब भी गीजर ऑन नहीं हुआ। फिर हमारा ध्यान गया गीजर में लगे हुए ओवरलोड यानी ऑटो कट पर। उनके अंदर जो काला कलर का खूंटी था वो बाहर की तरफ निकला हुआ था। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि ओवर हीटिंग सेंस करने के बाद ये ऑटो कट जो है ऑटोमेटिक ऑटो कट हो जाता है, खुल जाता है अंदर से। तो ये खूंटी को प्रेस करके जो है उनको रिसेट करना पड़ता है। सेम चीज वही हमने किया, उनके खूंटी को प्रेस करके रिसेट कर दिए और जब लाइन दिए तो चालू हो गया। लाइन देने के थोड़ा देर बाद हम पानी गर्म होने का भी वेट किए और पानी जब निकाल करके देखे तो आराम से बढ़िया गर्म हो रहा था। मेरे जाते ही बिना कुछ चेंज किए, बिना कुछ लगाए जब गीजर ठीक हो गया तो ये चीज देख करके जो कस्टमर खुश हुए, उनकी खुशी को देख करके हम खुद खुश हो गए। ऐसे तो लोकल में हमारा विजिटिंग चार्ज मात्र 300 रुपया। यदि हम आपके दरवाजे पर पहुंच गए तो उस कंडीशन में भी हमारा 300 रुपया बनता है। मेरे कोई एफर्ट से, मेरे कुछ करने से आपका उपकरण ठीक हो जाता है तो उस कंडीशन में हमारा 500 होता है। इससे ज़्यादा मेहनत के अकॉर्डिंग, काम के अकॉर्डिंग जो हर चीज़ का अलग अलग चार्ज है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर हमारा जो है कायदे से 500 रुपया बनता है। तो 500 हम मांगे भी नहीं, उनको फ़ोन पे पहले पता था। वो हमको 700 रुपया ला करके दौड़ के दिए। हम 500 लिए, 200 रिटर्न कर दिए। 700 क्यों देना, वो खुशी से दे रहे थे कि ना 200 रुपया आप मेरे तरफ से रखिए, जाइए चाय पान कर लीजिए। तो ऐसे जगह पर, ऐसे स्थिति में, परिस्थिति में गर्वान्वित महसूस होता है, गर्व होता है। जब हम ईमानदारी से काम करते हैं और मात्र मेरे ईमानदारी से काम करने की वजह से कस्टमर खुश होते हैं तो उनकी खुशी को देखकर गर्वान्वित महसूस होता है। मेरे गांव के बगल में ही एक जगह पड़ता है, सुपौल में ही गजना चौक। वहीं से हमको एक कॉल आया कि
This iPhone 15 Pro randomly stopped working, and when we plug this electronic cross into the charging port, we see all zeros and detect no signs of life. My customer's entire life is on this phone, so let's see if we can resurrect it and send it home. The first step is to take off the screen by using a razor blade and a plastic pry tool. Then let's pull the battery out of the chassis. Lastly, we need to gently remove the motherboard so we can start our diagnostic. When we plug the motherboard into a DC power supply, we can see an immediate amp draw showing a dead short to ground. Let's check it out under the thermal camera, and I don't see anything heating up on the top of the motherboard. These motherboards are built by 2 layers being sandwiched together, and our problem is inside these 2 layers. So we have to slowly heat up the motherboard on a hot plate and simultaneously blast it with hot air until the 2 layers separate. See how many components are inside the layers? Okay, let's clean the thermal paste off the CPU and diagnose the top layer. When we plug the top layer into the DC power supply, we can see something heating up right over here. That's gonna be our problem. I poured some alcohol on the motherboard, and can you catch which component is getting hot? Let's zoom in and watch it closer. See how this capacitor is moving liquid? So the electricity goes to this capacitor and it's supposed to hold a small charge in the middle. But when this middle insulation breaks, the gate opens and all of the electricity is sent to ground, which breaks the circuit. This is called a short. So just by removing this capacitor, the phone should be fixed. And when we test with the multimeter, we can see that the short is gone. Okay, now we need to somehow solder the two layers back together, and then we can test the phone. First, we need to clean the old solder off the top layer. Then we need to clean the solder off the bottom layer. Next, we lay the stencil on top of the motherboard and compact solder paste into the holes. When we lift the stencil off the motherboard, see how the solder paste is left behind, forming pre-made balls? This takes a lot of practice, but the secret is to make sure the solder paste is not too dry and not too wet. Now all we need to do is slowly heat up the solder paste until they form beautiful, sexy balls. This is the most satisfying part of the recovery because we can see the phone starting to resurrect from its grave. Now we just put the two layers on top of each other and heat them up to about 230 Celsius. Then we can check the motherboard and we can see that the two layers are perfectly soldered back together. Let's plug the phone in and boom, now it powers on. And when we enter the passcode and go to his settings, we can see that he never signed in with his iCloud account. So the phone was never being backed up, but now all of his data is saved, and if you need something recovered, the link's in the bio. Peace. This iPhone 15 Pro randomly
आपके इधर से मैं कल खाना लेके गया था।
ओके
उसमें चिकन निकला।
तो
अरे सर, वेज फ्राइड राइस बोला था।
वो नया स्टाफ है तो वो गलती हो गया रहेगा।
अरे ऐसा कैसा गलती होता है? कितना सेंसिटिव चीज है। मेरा धर्म भ्रष्ट हो गया। मैंने बचपन से कभी नहीं खाया ऐसा।
सर वो गलती हो गया सर, वो
समझना चाहिए ना आपको।
माफ करो सर, वो होता नहीं है ऐसा गलती हम लोग से। सर आप अभी कुछ खाओगे? मैं गरम गरम बनवा के देता हूँ आपको।
अभी फ्राइड राइस बोल दो।
फ्राइड राइस खाओगे आप? हाँ? ए छोटू, एक मस्त गरम गरम फ्राइड राइस बना सर के लिए।
वेज हाँ?
वेज प्योर वेज। हाँ, एक सफेद कढ़ाई में बना। और कुछ सर, और कुछ खाओगे?
हाँ, उसके ऊपर ऑमलेट डाल दो ना।
उसके ऊपर एग तेरी हाँ मैडम, वो जगह सुने डिलीवरी निकल गए मैडम। हाँ सर बोलिए।
The content creator tax is real, and it's costing you thousands of dollars. If you're still buying
But he's walking. It wasn't. It was well below the waist. Now, the bat comes out of the hand, and it goes and hits, it falls on the stumps. Now, that's quite unbelievable. Ah, yes!
Well, let's see. I've seen Ridley Jacobs take catches like this, but I've never actually seen him play a stroke with the same footwork. We've seen him catch everything with that sliding footwork.
Who's got his pads on?
Fouled him! What about that? He was trying to get under it.
What he's done here is ducked, and his bat is not out of the way. In fact, he's ducked it, missed everything. It stayed low.
Now what have we here? And stood there posing. Watch now how in walks Hansi Cronje, and he's standing there, feet outside the crease, and still he hasn't even seen or looked at Hansi Cronje.
Started to have a little bit of a glare at him. There was a little bit going on there, and just a little between Tendulkar and Waugh, and Steve Waugh was making one or two little gestures towards quite what that means. Christy Tendulkar getting stuck in himself out there. He doesn't take too many backward steps either. This is what Waugh was doing.
Well, Steve Waugh starts most of it, so I don't think he can complain too much. So it's a battle royale out there at the moment.
He's gone.